Hello दोस्तों, how are you all? I hope you guys are good. So दोस्तों, today topic is all about Docker file instructions. So before that, I will show you what I covered in my previous lecture, right? So in my previous lecture, I covered how to create Nginx using Docker, how to pull Jenkins and expose container port, right? How to give permissions to user, how to install Docker in our server, in our system, right? And how many Docker components are there? What is Docker image registry? What is Docker file? What is Docker image? What is Docker daemon? So everything, each and everything I will explain in my previous video. So if you not watched, then please watch it. And so let's get started to the topic. So today topic is first Docker file instruction, but before that I will explain what is Docker file, right? So basically a Docker file is a script that contains a set of instructions for Docker to build a Docker image. The Docker file is a text file that contains all the commands required to build an image. These commands are executed in order, and each command created a new layer in Docker image. So dosto, this is the example of Docker file, like first from, then work directory, then copy, then run, then expose, then env, and cmd. So I'll explain each and everything. So here is from. So what is from? Basically it's a base. In from, this is command, and here this is base image. Okay, so basically choose a base image. Like in a Docker file, you start by choosing a base image. A base image is an existing Docker image that you want to build on top of. Like example, you might choose an Ubuntu base image, right? So that's the base image, and here you want like Python. So its base image is called Python. Okay, so next is work directory. Okay, so what is work directory? Basically work directory sets the working directory to app. Okay, so add the subsequent copy, run and cmd instruction are executed within that directory. So I hope clear it what is work directory, right? So this ensures that the application code is copied into the correct directory. Okay, and next is copy. Okay, so what is copy? So you can use the copy command to copy files from your local machine to the Docker image. For example, you might copy your application code to the image. Okay, so next is run pip install. Okay, so what is run? Okay, so basically install dependencies. Like once you have chosen a base image, you can install any dependencies that your application requires. For example, if your run application requires Python, so you can use the run command to install it. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Run command. So next is expose. Okay, so expose, it means you can use the expose command to specify which ports your application listen on. Okay, so that's basically we write in expose. Okay, so next is ENV name world. So I will explain what is ENV. Okay, so basically it's a variable, environment variables. You can use the ENV command to set environment variables that your application requires. And next is cmd. So what is cmd? Cmd basically defines the entry point. Like finally you can use the cmd command to specify the command that should be run when the container is started. Okay, so I hope you are understand like what is from, what is work directory, what is copy, run, expose, env and cmd. So I'll explain one more thing that is not right here. What is entry point? So basically similar to CMD but has higher priority over CMD. First command will be executed by entry point only. Okay, so basically and last is label. So label is basically this is used for image organization based on projects, modules or licensing. So I hope this is clear. And what one thing I think this is not right here, but like maintainer. So basically maintainer in I'm right in maintainer, like author name, honor, description. So that type of thing I write in maintainer. Okay, so first you have created a Docker file. You can use the Docker build command to build the Docker image. The Docker build command reads the instruction in the Docker file and creates a new Docker image based on those instructions. Like, right? So I hope this is clear. Next is describe the life cycle of a Docker container. So the life cycle of a Docker container can be described in four stages. First is creating, second is starting, stopping and deleting. Okay, so first a docker container is created from an image using the docker create command. This sets up the container file system and other setting. Okay, so next the container is started using the docker start command, the launch this container and execute the command defined in the docker file cmd or entry point instruction. So I'll explain already what is cmd, what is entry point. Okay, next is while the container is running, it can be interacted with using the docker exec command to run additional commands inside the container. Okay, so to stop a running container, the docker stop command is used. This sends a signal to container to stop gracefully, allowing it to save any data before shutting down. Okay, finally a container can be deleted using the docker rm command. This removes the container and its associated data, freeing up resources on the host machine. So overall, the life cycle of a Docker container involves creating, starting, stopping and deleting the container as needed. So I hope this is clear to everyone. So let's get to our instance where I show you practically how I write a Docker file and all about things practically show, right? So let's get to our instance. So here this is my instance. First I clear this, okay, and next I update my instance. So sudo apt-get update. Okay, so using this command I update my instance. So it's done, and after that I will install docker. Okay, so sudo apt-get install docker.io, and after that I give permissions to docker user. So simply sudo user mode -g docker user. So okay, after that I reboot my instance. So simply sudo and then reboot. Okay, sudo reboot, and it will take some time till the time this is reboot. So we will go to our github account, and from there we'll simply copy the directory of the thing that we will clone. So this is my github account and this is my repo. So here I copy this code, okay, and paste it in my instance. So basically this is completely reboot. Okay, so clear, and here I create a directory. So mkdir like project. Okay, so mkdir project cd project and cd project and clear. Okay, and I initialize the directory. So using git initialize git init. Okay, so basically this directory is initialized, and after that I clear this, and yeah, and clone. Okay, so git clone and this link. Okay, so here paste it. So basically it's done. So ls, so here is minimal Django. So I had already written the doc file, so I will quickly explain what is written here. Okay, so simply vim and then docker file. Okay, so basically from working directory copy run expose cmd. I have already explained what is from work directory copy run expose cmd, but yeah, from basically from is for your base image. Okay, and work directory is you to set working directory for a container. Copy it simply means copy, right? And run, basically run is used for what? Basically execute commands. It will create a layer of image. Okay, and expose 8000, it means to expose ports such as ports 8000 for your app. And cmd, it's basically mean execute commands but during container creation. Okay, so this is done, and I will save this. Okay, and after that I will build this image. Okay, so build docker build dot -t tag. -t, it's for tag. So simply tag like a minimal image kar image. Okay, so simply minimal image, enter. So basically it's build the image. So it's done, and after that I create a container. Okay, first Docker images. Okay, and after that I will create a container. So simply Docker container run -d, it's mean detached mode, -p, port is 8000, to simply 8000. Okay, and image name, so image name is minimal image, so copy here, copy this, and here paste it. Okay, and tag is latest, so simply latest. Okay, and enter this. So simply container is create, so docker ps, and here your container is running. Okay, so simply I will check this container is running in Chrome browser or not. So simply, so expose this port in security group. So I will go to security group, so security and security groups, and here in edit inbounds rule I will expose 8000 port. Okay, so simply 8000, and here anywhere, and save rules. Okay, that's it, and go to EC2 instance, and then here I copy my public IP address. So simply I copy this and go to incognito mode, and here copy this, and port is 8000, right? So congratulate yourself, have you created a Docker image, and with its help have you created a container, and after creating container you can see here that the container has been created and it is also written. Okay, so if you like the video, then please share it and subscribe my channel. So let's meet again tomorrow with a new video. Till then, bye bye, take care dosto.